What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Flight Simming with D at D Sims Corner on Facebook and YouTube. And today we are in the fly-by-wire A320neo. And we're going to be flying JetBlue today out of Fort Lauderdale, beautiful Fort Lauderdale. And we're going to head up to New York City, man, LaGuardia. So it's going to be a close to 3-hour flight. Of course, I won't be showing all 3 hours. We're only going to show the good parts. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to be heading up to 39,000 feet. I think this is the first time I do this flight. It's pretty simple. Pretty simple. It's pretty straightforward. We fly out of Fort Lauderdale over the ocean for a bit, and then into South Carolina, and then up north, Virginia, and then, make our way up to New York City. So we're going to prepare the plane, and I'm not using any of the first officers. I'm going to do this. I'm going to wing this, right? So I'm going to do this off of checklists, and hopefully I don't forget anything. So if you do see while I'm starting this thing up, and I don't really show everything, but if you, in whatever scenes you see that I missed something, of course, I missed something, it is what it is, man. I am starting to get better without the use of the first officers who do a lot of the flows. So pretty impressed. And again, at some point, I'm in the very near future, I'm going to start tackling the 737-800. So it's a whole different monster, right? So I'm just showing the fly-by-wire some love, man. It's been a minute since I've given this bird some love and taken it up. Of course, I'm using the experimental, so it's the reason why I can't use a lot of the third-party apps. And that's something that I've been noticing. It's like I get rid of one thing and another thing starts up. Like I got rid of the micro stuttering, but now I'm getting light flickering. So, and I know I'm using Direct 12 right now. I'm using DirectX 12, so I might go back to 11 and see if it fixes that. But yeah, I'm getting light flickering and all that nonsense. So it's not one thing or another with Microsoft Flight Simulator, but that's the fun of it. Trying to troubleshoot all that,
Ladies and gentlemen from the flight deck, on behalf of myself, your captain, the first officer, and cabin crew, I'd like to take this time to welcome you aboard our flight. We're just wrapping up some paperwork up front here and waiting to see final numbers from the ground crew, then we'll be on our way. Flight attendants will be coming through the cabin shortly with a very important safety briefing. We do ask that you give them your full, undivided attention as they review the safety operations of this Airbus aircraft. We do appreciate your business having you aboard this flight. If there's anything we do to make your flight any more enjoyable, please don't hesitate to ask. Welcome aboard.
All right, now that I made my announcements in my captain voice, we're going to start pushing back and get out of here. This is going to be a quick start up, get it out of here. As you see, we already called for pushback courtesy of GSXpro. So we're going to get this show on the road, man.
Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted. Locking gear.
FBW Lauderdale ground, United 2442, runway 013.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Silver Beach 9013, push back and start up and cruise.
Set parking brakes.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Unlocking gear. Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Lauderdale ground, JetBlue 272, request taxi. JetBlue 272, taxi to holding point, runway 10 left, via Tango, Tango 7, November, Golf, Lima, Bravo, Delta, Bravo. Taxi to holding point, runway 10 left, via Tango, Tango 7, November, Golf, Lima, Bravo, Delta, Bravo, JetBlue 272.
Translate oxygen will be flowing. Be sure to put your mask on first before helping others, and we'll let you know when it's no longer needed. We'll be passing through the cabin to make sure we are ready for departure. You can help us by making sure your seatbelt is fastened. Your seat back is upright, your tray table is stowed, and all carrying items are put away. If you have any questions about the safety features of this aircraft, please don't hesitate to ask. Smoking, including electronic cigarettes, is never allowed on any flight. Tampering with, disabling, or destroying smoke detectors and access thresholds is a federal offense and could result in a fine.
So this was one of the airports that was super laggy. Like I couldn't do anything when I first loaded it up, and then I did some of those some stutter fixes, those fixes that I saw on YouTube, and it corrected a lot of this. Now this airport's usable now. I mean, you know, you still got you got some lag still here and there, but it's usable. So it's a good thing, man. So we're gonna get this bird up in the air and depart from beautiful, sunny, warm Fort Lauderdale and head up to Kfll-Klga. I hope everybody had a great holiday. Happy New Year. I'm looking forward to all the great things that are coming in the sim this year. A lot of great planes. Oh, you can see the choppiness right there. It has its moments. It's a lot of choppy right there. But yeah, looking forward to all the great things coming to the sim. Looking forward to, of course, the A330 and the A380 that are coming through. along with a lot of the cool little other cool GAs that are dropping in the near future. I hope to see a Learjet of some sort in the sim this year, or at least even announced, right? I mean, I love the Learjet. Maybe like a G5 or a G6 would be dope. So we'll see. We're gonna make our way to our runway and call for departure and get in the air.
Contact FBW Lauderdale Tower 119.3.
Contact FB Lauderdale Tower 119.3. JetBlue 272. FB Lauderdale Tower JetBlue 272. Runway 10 left. Ready for departure. JetBlue 272. Line up. Runway 10 left. Line up. Runway 10
Flight
left.
attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
272.
All right, man, that was smooth. Very nice. So we're gonna make our way up to LaGuardia. Forgot how sweet this bird is, man. I mean, I love fly-by-wire. It's the first Airbus actually, this is like the very first plane I flew when I got the sim. Because you know, when I downloaded the sim, I didn't even fly any of the planes that came with it. I just went right to what mods are there, what free planes are there, and this was right at the beginning of a little bit after when the pandemic began, and fly-by-wire began to like working. You know, they took the default A320 and started, you know, doing their thing with it. And this was before this was even an independent plane. You know what I'm saying? Like you had the mod on top of the default. So the very early stages of fly-by-wire, and even then I thought this plane was phenomenal. And you can only imagine how far it's come to where it's at now, with its, you know, custom you know, VNAV and LNAV and all that. So it's amazing, man. It's amazing, and it's a free aircraft. You know, yeah, you know, the interior isn't there yet. I'm sure they're going to work on that at some point. But you know, for what it is an amazing aircraft in the sim, of course. I mean, the A320 in real life is an amazing aircraft in itself. So I know a lot of Boeing heads would like to, you know, respectfully disagree, but you know, I'm an Airbus guy. But I'm looking forward to flying the Boeing. I'm looking forward to flying the 737-8 and learning how to fly that. So look how beautiful that is, man. Finally, no stuttering. You got some smooth flow right there. It's good to have my sim back. Up until the next update, and we have to do it all over again. I think a lot of this has to do with Windows updates. When Windows goes and it resets all the settings that you had made to accommodate Microsoft Flight Simulator, it just resets everything, so you have to go back and see what it changed and change it back. So I think a lot of it has to do with Windows updates that go on like every week, every other week, or whatever. So he's always got to keep an eye on, you know, going back and checking those settings. And again, you know, these fixes that I described in the last video that was on OverKill, one of OverKill's videos. He has a video on how to fix stuttering using a piece of software that helps keep Flight Simulator EXE on high priority in the task manager. And then 2020 FS'ers numerous fixes that I've done all and have been worked like a charm. Don't know exactly what works and what doesn't, but if you do them all, it won't hurt anything. You know what I'm saying? All it does is help and maybe increase FPS. So just do them all. But I had those links in the description on that last video. I will put them in this video here, so you guys can go check out those channels. OverKill's channel as a whole is a great channel. So is, you know, FS2020. He's got a lot of great tips, a lot of great videos on there, a lot of content for flight sim. So yeah, so here we go. I don't know why my taskbar decided to come up here, but you can see all the great stuff I have open. You wonder why my sim is stuttering. Huh? Look at that. Beauty of editing. We already entering what is South Carolina. Told you this was going to be a quick video, man. I don't show all the in-betweens. It's just too long. 3 hours to put on YouTube, and nobody's going to watch that, right? Nobody's going to, you know. So, you know, everybody wants to see the best parts, the takeoff, how you land it, you know, all that good stuff. So we skip to, you know, get a few shots of the cruise phase, and then we head right to the departure. So that's how I like to do it, man. That little task, that bar up there, if you don't know, that's Luke Air Tool. An amazing app I like to use to record my flights. Gives you a score. He's working on a career type app to go with this that should be coming out this year. He's kind of revamping this whole app. I remember when this came out as well, a couple of years ago, you know, at the very beginnings of it. And I love this, I love his app, and I support him on Patreon for development and all that stuff. So it's Luke Air Tool. You get it free. You get some premium stuff that you can buy. It's really cheap. I'll put that on the description as well. It's a great, you know, as you can see up there, it follows your speed, your altitude. It'll give you your rate of your landing, your rate of descent or whatever. And and all that good stuff. And you have simulation, passenger simulation, where, you know, as you can see there, people you know, ask for service and stuff like that. You also have announcements and stuff that you can set up. I have them off, but you can set them up, and you know, they'll make announcements and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. And it's only getting better. He's going to add more to it as we go. So, and we're going to set up our approach numbers here. Get that ready. And here we are. We are just like that. We're at the top of descent. So we're going to make our way towards LaGuardia. It's a nice approach, arrival into LaGuardia, man. So we're just going to roll with it, and I'm just going to be quiet.
Flight level 210.
Descend and maintain flight level 210. Get to 272.
Washington Center, American 462 departure against that 400 climbing flight level 210. 491 radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 320.
Maintain flight level 330. American Union 46.
American 85, climb and maintain flight level 320. Southwest 974, descend and maintain 9 south, relay 1030. Descend at beach 9 south, southwest 974. X859, maintain flight level 320. Flight level 320, check in 859. Southwest 1782, climb and maintain flight level 40. Arrival, contact internet approach 118.2. Descend at beach 6 south, cleared. KTM repeated. Arrival, contact control at approach 118.2, southwest 974. Radar contact, proceed to Echo Romeo uniform 260. Proceed direct Echo Romeo uniform Bravo Echo 5 and maintain flight level 260, spirit wind 1678. American BUP 70, ready for descent 260 Delta 432. American 2422, climb and maintain flight level 330. Climate maintain flight level 332, American B460, 360. Maintain flight level 360, 275, heavy.
Washington Center, United 1062 at 6,900, climbing
So for this year, man, I plan to do a little more detail with the videos, be a little more graphical with the editing, and so I got some things in mind that I'm going to change to make my videos more interesting. Because, you know, this format here, it could get a little boring, and if you've seen one of these videos, you've seen them all. So, you know, I hope to get a little more creative with it. Although it takes time, and I know I kind of take a while in between videos to put these out because of work and all that, you know, life, of course. But yeah, I'm looking to get a little more creative with it and just bring some more interest to the channel. Again, but I appreciate everyone that watches the, you know, whoever watches the videos, anybody that hits like and comments and interacts with me, that's dope. Appreciate you. You know, you know, the subscribers, the few that I've had. You know, I'm not trying to make money off of this. You know, I just want to grow it organically. If you dig it, you know, subscribe and all that good jazz, you know, YouTube jazz. And, you know, I always follow back, whether you're a content creator or not. So, you know, feel free to interact, man, and hit me up and share ideas and suggestions. I'm always open to learning, you know. But anyways, as you see, we're making our way into New York City area, so you're going to see the New York City skyline and all that good stuff. So it's pretty cool coming into LaGuardia, as well as JFK. One thing I've noticed in the sim, that no matter how good your sim is, you always take an FPS hit flying into the city. There's a lot going on over there, so let's see how we do. Let's see how bad it is.
up, 500, contact North approach 118.4.
Descend and maintain 2,500. Contact New York, approach 118.4. Get loop 272.
Continue descent 1,800, F2906.
New York approach, get loop 272. South, ground at 4,600. Descending 2,500.
Jet 272, radar contact, indirect speed, continue descent 2,500, US 1030.
Get loop 272.
Jet 2906, turn left to head 226.
Turn left to heading 226. Get loop 2906.
Jet 2906, ILS, approach at 1,800, runway 2 left, report established on localizer.
Cleared
ILS, approach at 1,800, runway 2 left, report established on localizer.
Jet loop 2906. Jet loop 2906. Established on localizer.
Jet 2906, contact Kennedy Tower 119.1.
Contact Kennedy Tower 119.1. Jet loop 2906.
Flight attendants, please prepare for landing.
1000. 500. 400. 300. 100 above. 200. Minimum. 100.
All right, here we go. Right down the
50,
middle, man.
40, 30,
Sweet.
20. Retard. Retard.
Oh, what? Yeah. Yeah, I might have scared a few passengers back there with that landing. Oh, that was a little rough. Okay, so I got to flare. Did I not flare enough? Or did I even flare at all? But listen, we landed, and that was like one of the straightest landings I've had to date. That was a little hard, man. That was a little rough. I'm going to have to apologize to the passengers back there, but listen, we landed. It happens. Anyways, welcome to LaGuardia, man. Welcome to LaGuardia. Let's head over to the gate, park this Parker, and hopefully we'll get our landing gear checked. Anyways, man, we're gonna get this bird to the gate, and I appreciate y'all watching, and I'll catch you on the next one, man. Peace.
LaGuardia ground.